Do you ever wonder where the tide goes when you sigh? Does it drift into a pastel cloud that grows throughout the night? Does it sing and dance in its self-pity even when you're alright? Does it sink into your blanket and hide from the light? So lay your head to rest and find me in your dreams along the trees, the willows and the bees. Pick a cattail and we'll spar until the breeze carries us away like it never happened at all. Do you ever catch yourself 1,000 miles away? Do the memories kiss your fingertips and keep the worries at bay? Do they fill your thoughts with faces come and gone yesterday? Do they lift your head up through the clouds even if there's no way? So lay your head to rest and find me in your dreams alone. The trees, the willows and the bees. Pick a cattail and we'll spar until the breeze carries us away like it never happened at all. Like it never. Like it never, ever. Like it never, like it never happened at all.
How's this for a different angle? I don't know if I like it. You can see a little bit of the mess behind me, but I don't know. I figured the lighting would be better this way. Welcome to my humble abode. Welcome to the vlog. It is Monday, January the 26th. How goes the writing? Let me see. I'm looking at my checklist right now and I have not caught up on anything. Right now, I'm drafting or redrafting chapter 15, which is wild. Chapter 15 is the last chapter in Act 1. Now, last we spoke, I was trying to figure out chapter 12. I gave up on chapter 12 just a little bit in the same way that I gave up on chapter 11. I think it's good for now. Like, there are definitely things that maybe should change, but it's like, whatever it is, it's my eye isn't catching it. And so I don't know if it's like a distance situation, if it's a thing where I need to like make sure that I like just come back to it, if I need to develop some other things in the plot before I can go back and add in that information. Anyway, I think I plan on, before locking, I'm gonna do at least 2 more rounds of just kind of cleaning it up. I've already been through once and deleted a bunch of words. I also went through after that and added a bunch of words. So anyway, I just need to go back through, tighten it up a little bit, probably reword some things, rearrange some interiority, and then like just kind of call it good. I moved past chapter 11 feeling pretty like much better about it. Got into chapter 12, wasn't as bad as I thought, so did kind of bare minimum-esque things to it, and then just kind of moved on and realized that I absolutely adore. What is that sound? Oh my God. Anyway. So I guess the batteries aren't dead. They just needed to think about it for a minute. Oh my Lord. Okay. What was I saying? What was I even talking about before rudely interrupted? Oh, I realized I really, really loved chapter 13 and 14 and 15. They're no less complicated than 11 and 12, but they're a little easier because the scene is not a conversation. It's a sequence of actions, very exciting actions. I might have talked about this previously in some revision vlogs, but like I switched it from there being like this sparring scene to this actual like launch of a mission where my two main characters need to actually get along with B Squad. It's so fun. What I ended up doing last night was I ended up trying to get chapter 15 to a good place. And I ended up with a few like things that I really needed to restructure. Cause like the first time I wrote it, like it needs a lot of elbow grease. The interiority needs some elbow grease. Like we are so, like there's so many things, just like I drafted it like action, 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 next action, action after that. What does it look like? They're here, it's there. Anyway, it's a mess. So like we're not grounded at all. Ghost is the POV character for this, and we are not grounded at all in his psyche. So when he does the stupid thing that he's supposed to do that puts them in a pickle, like it just doesn't make sense. In my head it makes sense. I just need it to come across to the reader, right? Just slowly trying to make decisions and just having fun. Honest. But then it was like, okay, I don't want to give too much away. But we're in this situation where Ghost makes a stupid decision, puts them in a bad position. That rhyme. And now they have to, they're pinned down tactically, and they need to get out of said tactical blunder. And that required a little bit of sketching of what things look like, where things are. The question of metal keeps coming up, like metal material, and what is it? And like, is it strong enough to do this, but not strong enough to stop a, anyway. So I got a bunch of issues with metal, which is great. I think I've figured out that I just need to delete one sentence of description and it tracks because it's consistent with other things. And then I think I know how to get them out of being stuck. But like for the longest, for like a minute, I had it to where B Squad comes back to rescue them from their horrible decision making. And it doesn't make sense that B Squad would come back. Like, it doesn't. Furthermore, their only way, so like my main characters are here at this point and the enemy is here. Their only way off the building is here. I had it originally written where Guam and all them come back up this stairwell and get the enemy, which, okay, kind of makes sense that they could do that because their back is turned. The problem is my squad is 4 people. That's like, you could maybe fit 2 people on the stairwell. And then like, there's 10 bad guys. One of them would just immediately like take out my main characters if he got the chance to, right? So I had them in a situation where like realistically, it didn't make sense for them to survive. And also their like mode of escape was just a little bit too like easy. Guam and the rest of B Squad would have to be like just so easy and so fast to come up the stairs without being noticed and then like to take out all 10 of the people before anyone is. That's too much. It's a little too much. I don't believe it. So I think I've got the situation solved, and I'm not gonna elaborate too much, but I basically ended up making sure that I added other buildings around this building and that they were close, and that's canon, that they're all really close together. And that's it. I think I've solved the problem. But like there's a grenade situation, and it was like, okay, is it a phosphorus grenade? Some poor soul on Discord was like, maybe bounce ideas, and I was like, sure. Word vomit. Poor sir was like, what kind of grenade is this? Like, what are the technological things? And I'm like, and then he asked me questions about like the durability of the building, and like wouldn't an explosion like blow a hole in the building? And I'm like, potentially. So then it was like I needed to make sure that they threw the grenade in the right place. So that's what I was doing yesterday. It's a lot of fun. I think I have a good, ish. I've got a few things. I've just kind of been working my way through reading, cutting, rearranging. Here's what I have to make sure that I get things settled. Anyway, it's so much fun. I am a simple gal. I like explosions. I like weapons. I like a good fight. I love it when we get main characters trying to protect each other. Just like the pining that happens. I can't. Anyway, I just think it's precious. And then I love that I get to be like, I get to make Ghost I get to make him self-destructive. And it's just like, I love his emotional like basket case. It's so great. Yeah. So I made it halfway through chapter 15 yesterday. I'm going to try and finish up kind of this whole battle sequence situation, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm gonna try to be like really intentional and productive today because I should be. Why not? Do you want to come along? And then we gotta backtrack through. And then, like, I think when I'm done with chapter 15, is that I can go through, do grammatical polish and shine-ish so that I'm not so embarrassed by act 1. Like, until I'm not gonna be mortified if someone reads it. Like, that's where I need to be. And then I think I'm just gonna lock it up and upload it. That's not gonna happen today. But like, we're looking at locking Act 1 in January, potentially. If I stay focused, there's a good chance that I can lock it by tomorrow. And that might be too ambitious. But like, let's say that I set that ambitious goal for myself. I could probably do it. Crazier things have happened. Like, if I'm diligent and I block my time and I stay off my damn phone, I think I can do it. In other news, I started Kingdoms of Death yesterday, and I love it. I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. But like, Anyway, we're 3 chapters in and I'm already just kind of squealing. And we're almost done with Dune, which also kind of had me squealing. So, all right, that's the reading update. That's the writing update. I've been talking for 16 minutes. Okay, bye.
Another episode from the Hermit Craft server, and welcome to 20.
Okay, so I don't know how I've yet to address this, but there are 100 of you There are 102 of you to be exact. So, hey, thank you so much for being here. And that is cuckoo bananas. That is nuts. Straight up banana bread up in here. Hello, welcome to the show. Yeah, there's 100 of you. That's wild. That's absolutely wild to me. So, hey, I don't know what else to say except thank you for being here. Welcome to, this mess. There's just nothing but chaos and love around here. And I hope you enjoy the journey, because I certainly am enjoying the journey. It's a lot of fun for me. So anyway, okay, we're over here by the window because the lighting is good. I need to give you an update. I think I have finished edits for now on Act 1 as a whole. And so now I'm just kind of in the process of doing one final pass. I'm reading it through. I'm recording the chapters. Reading it aloud is amazing. And I already am loving so much more how it flows, and I'm enjoying the story. Like I'm reading it all the way through in one go, and it's really weird. It's like, oh, I wrote that because I don't remember writing every sentence, and then I'll come across a couple even after like several passes, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and then I will hopefully be done reading all 15 chapters tonight, and then I will release it to my writers group. That is likely happening tonight. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's also really exciting because it's kind of a huge milestone. Like I finished draft 2 of Act 1. Like I'm going to call this good for draft 2. Is it perfect? No, it's draft 2. What are we doing? But it's leagues better than it has been, and it's going to get so much better. My experience of reading it has increased, like just the enjoyment of it has increased compared to different read-throughs. And it's funny because when I read something that I don't like, there's several times where like I would get to a patch of sentences, paragraph, and I would like hate them, and my reaction to reading them was always the same, and I would have that reaction in the recording and in real time until I finally just decided to delete those sentences. Crazy. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a good time. I'm really happy with progress today. It takes a long time to listen to the recordings, do the edits, delete the old recordings, make a new recording of reading it all the way through. Anyway, it takes a long time, but we're almost done, and I'm really excited for how this is going to end up somewhat polished. Hopefully it doesn't suck. Like I know there are problems. I know there are problems. Like there's some plot problems that still I don't love, but I hope it's not like impossible to get over or read, that there's still like some nuggets of goodness in there. So I don't know. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Anyway, wish me luck.
Where the tide goes when you sigh, does it drift into a pastel cloud that grows throughout the night? Does it sing and dance?
Okay. Hey guys. So it's Tuesday. Tomorrow I have to go to work, which is just devastating. Devastating, really, that it did not ice more than I had hoped. But I'm not complaining. I'm thankful. But that means that today is like sort of the last day of this little impromptu writing retreat. I actually did some chores this morning. Like, I talk like I don't do chores while I'm at home. I do. I did a lot of laundry yesterday. Like I washed everything in the house. And now today is like a dishes and surfaces day. So we'll see how I end up, splitting my time. But, dishes are going. It's like 11. So anyway, I wake up late. I woke up at like 10. I love sleeping in. I love sleep. Sleep is so good. I miss sleep when I don't get to sleep. Anyhow, point is, we are looking at Act 1 as a whole right now, which is nutso butso. I'm in the middle of, I just started a read through of chapter 4. So what's happened is, as of right now, I think that I'm done redrafting for Act 1 in draft 2. I think I'm done with that for now, which is kind of wild. Like I can't think of anything else that I want to change. I'm just doing kind of a read through so that I'm not embarrassed if anyone else reads it. And I'm doing that by, and this is just like, I love it. I catch so much superfluous, how do you say it? Verbiage. I catch so many awkward sentences and like just weird word choice. I catch a bunch of extra words that I don't need. And so I'm going through and I'm kind of like, I'm trimming up everything. Like I deleted a whole paragraph the other day that I decided was completely unnecessary. So, and then I'm going to release this to be read, and I'm terrified. I know it's going to be like, I'm going to put it up on Discord first. I'm going to wait till March to like pay for a beta reader, but like it's gonna be a while. Like my writers group has got a lot of things going on. There are a lot of people that have their stuff up. So like I know that as soon as I post this, I'm not gonna get feedback immediately, but I'm still petrified. Like it's just gonna be a slow game of like, what do people say? Anyway, I don't know. But honestly, I have to keep reminding myself that it's less, like it's twofold. Like I know I want feedback. That's why I'm going to actually hire someone to give me feedback. On the flip side of that, it's more than just, oh, I want feedback. It's also like, I need to grow some balls. Like I need to get used to putting myself out there. That sounds like a weird way to put it but I mean like my writing, I need to be more comfortable with it being read than I am. You know, a lot of this is like a, can I gain some confidence sort of situation. So anyhow, so I'm just trying to get it to the point where I feel like I won't be absolutely mortified by everything that I put up. Small sections I feel like I can live with, but if the whole thing is just monstrous, I don't think I'll survive. So we're trying to make it, you know, trying to put pearls on a pig essentially. And then from there, we're gonna do the same thing to Act 2 and Act 3. And hopefully with some guidance from the feedback that I get, the vibe checks, the whatever I get from Fiverr, this plot point doesn't make sense, this character motivation, I don't care. Like things like that, so that I can really get a strong developmental edit in for draft 2 and draft 3, because I'm hoping that I'm done developmentally editing by draft 3 and that by drafts 4 and 5, I can like just polish it up. Either try to publish it or shelve it. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. This is book 2 in a 3-book series. So like, truthfully, I'm not trying to publish anything until all 3 books are written. And I need to go back and rewrite book 1 again. Man, sometimes it just needs to die. Like book 1 just needs to die, but it won't. I still think I can save it. And book 3, I have no idea what it's gonna be. Like I don't know how it ends. I have such a long way to go. But God, is it fun. This is so much fun. I love this. So I'm gonna continue doing what I was doing. Was I clear about what I was doing? Listening to my chapters and then fixing stuff as I go. Yeah, okay. Peace. All right, I'm going to make this clip on my iPhone because my camera's dead. Don't know why. I just charged it. So he's sitting here, he's charging. He's trying to live a good life. At least I think he's charging. Hold on, I didn't, I'm technologically confused. Okay, yesterday night, I finished Act 1. Now, that was Tuesday night, today is Wednesday. Anyway, I finished Act 1. Now, is it beautiful and perfect? No. But I went through all 15 chapters. I read them all, and they're passable. So I think I'm ready to release them into the world, if you will. I'm ready to edit this reader copy, and yeah, I just don't know how to do it exactly. I'm trying to figure out how to share a doc. Anyway, basically it's done. I've finished it, which is nuts. I did that last night, and you know, I feel like that's a good place to end this particular vlog because it's the closing of the loop. You know, the next thing is to finish drafting Act 2, which should hopefully be better now that I have a much stronger Act 1, in my opinion. Like there are things that I went in and fixed and changed and rewrote and added that I think will help a lot when it comes to changes and things and like weaknesses that I saw in Act 2. It's gonna help a lot with that. Ideally, I'm really hoping. I'm hoping all is well. We're gonna see. I have kind of mentioned this before that I'm like kind of afraid of people reading it still, but it's fine. And I'm not gonna be like in the state it's in now. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not that embarrassed. So now's as good a time as any. So anyway, that's kind of the loop is closed on that, and that's a big deal. I don't really know what else to say. It's been a big week for Carrie Writes because I have 100 subscribers now and I finished Act 1. So it feels like a very accomplished week. I feel pretty good. How's your week been? Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I really just need to get off here and stop yapping. I had to get more tea because I completely ran out of Earl Grey the other day, and so I went to TJ Maxx, and they normally have Taylor's at TJ Maxx, which Taylor's is good Earl Grey tea. So I had to get I chose to get 2 different tins of like just kind of like these off-brand teas where I know it's not going to be good because it's like 60 bags of tea in like one container for like $5. And so I know it's not going to be good, but hopefully it's not going to be nasty. So we're going to try that right now, and I'm hoping it's good. I'm really hoping it's good, but to be determined. I just spilled it. It's too hot to drink. Come on, give me what I want. I thought I turned that off. That is the theme of this week. I thought that was off. It'll do. It's not great. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm okay with that. That one's good. All right, we'll see how the rest of it goes. Okay. I'm gonna figure out how to post this to my writers group because I'm trying to make it to where they can comment on it because it's easier to receive feedback that way. It's much easier for people to go through and leave comments on the doc as they're reading and as they're thinking about it, instead of having to like type in the chat what they read and what they thought. Like, I don't know, it's just so much easier that way, and I feel like I'll get more of a response if I format the document that way, but I also don't want everyone's like Google information in this public server. So I'm trying to figure out how to share that Google Doc where people can contribute anonymously, which there's a way to do it. I just have never done it that way before, and so I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So, how to share Google Doc anonymously. There we go. Okay, anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's all. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
And find me in your dreams.